Monster Energy Supercross 2025 season has finally begun, and it did not disappoint. We went to Anaheim 1. It's the best time of the year. If you've never gone to Supercross, get yourself some tickets. Go to San Diego, go to Anaheim 2. It is the best event of the year out of all sports. That is just my opinion. Everybody likes their own sports, but Supercross never disappoints. I think coming into the season, we all had expectations of who was going to be on the box. Obviously, we have a stacked field this year, from 250s to 450s. Dude, it's crazy what we have right now. There's so many guys who can put it up on the box and just make it happen. 250s, dude, Shimoda? Would have never guessed Shimoda. I thought for sure Deegan. I was super hyped to finally see Deegan race in person. And obviously he did not disappoint. That kid put on one of the best rides I think I've ever seen from a 250 rider. Going from last to 5th place, I think he finished in. Every time that bike came around, dude was on the pipe. It reminded me, like, if you closed your eyes, Barsha was flying by you. So props to Deegan for not giving up. I think that's a big mental thing for these riders. Go down right into the first corner and then have to mentally pull it together. That kid does not give up. They call it the danger zone for a reason. That kid put on an amazing race. But Shimoda, dude, the last person I would have ever expected to win Anaheim 1. Good for him. I've rooted for that guy for the last couple years. He seems to have trouble putting it together, but he finally did it. Pulled off an A1, which I think surprised all of us and his team probably. But good for him. Guy kicked butt and rode that thing out from start to finish, kept the lead, and then Juju right behind him. Props to Juju. That kid, he deserved that. That was a good ride from him. And then Triumph, Jordan Smith. It's so sick to see Triumph put it on the podium. I've been rooting for Triumph ever since Ricky Carmichael got involved with that. Ricky Carmichael was an idol of mine growing up, so I got to support what he's doing. And to see Jordan Smith put it on the box, solid work, dude. And it's another manufacturer. You know, coming into these seasons, there's so many manufacturer changes, rider changes, so we really don't know. I mean, you can't really go off the year before to see or to have an expectation of what's going to happen in the following year. There's so many manufacturers right now, and they're all doing well. So Triumph, good job, guys. You guys crushed it. I can't wait to see what else you guys do this season. I hope Jordan Smith just keeps absolutely annihilating that bike. Put that thing on the box. Make Triumph look good. Our sport needs the growth, and it's another manufacturer that people are wanting. It's another manufacturer that people are going to want to go buy. Hit the showrooms. Go pick yourself up a Triumph. I want to ride one so bad. Moving on to the 450s, dude. What a crazy start. First off, do you guys even like the split start? I'm not too fond of the split start. I think it's like setting guys up for failure immediately. The guys on the outside have a strong disadvantage, whereas if they're all together, they're kind of funneling together. But these guys now come from the sides, funneling together the first time, and then they have to funnel into that first corner, which seems like absolute chaos. We saw with Jett Lawrence and Anderson coming together. Unfortunately, Anderson broke a couple spokes on that start, put Jett right into the tough blocks. Dude, what a crazy start for the 450 season. I think the last thing we expected was to see Jett not even make a top 10 in Anaheim 1. I think maybe it's good for him to, I don't want to say humble pie, give him a piece of humble pie, but I don't think he's done this season. Jett's probably going to come back and put on a solid season this year. Obviously, they have a new bike. They have to figure out some changes with the bike. You know, Jett did not look comfortable, in my opinion, on that bike whatsoever. In the whoops, he looked super stiff. And if we all know Jett, he looks fake on a bike. That guy just floats around like it's nothing. So hopefully they figure it out for San Diego and he can put on a good race. But the top 3 guys. Roczen is my favorite rider. He's always been my favorite rider. And it's so sick to put that kickstart on the podium. He rode a solid second. Anderson right behind him. Anderson rode with 2 broken spokes on his front wheel. You can see him checking the front wheel on some of the jumps. That's where Roczen passed him. And then Chase. Obviously, Chase is an absolutely incredible rider. He was able to put together a solid race. He's looking way better this year, way more comfortable on the bike. Super stoked to see what he can do. He's definitely not my favorite rider, but as a whole, we need more guys up front. It can't just be the same guys every year. Tomac, I really hope it's not his last year. He is crushing it on that Yamaha, and I hope that he can take some wins this year and put together a solid season. Maybe get the championship. It'd be nice to see him grab a championship before he decides to retire. But he did run a solid race. He got to a solid position, and we'll see what he does in San Diego this weekend. But as far as Jett and Hunter, obviously they had problems. The bikes had problems. Let's see what's going to be different this weekend in San Diego. Get in the comments. Let me know your predictions for San Diego. I want to see Roczen put it on the box again. It'd be cool for Anderson too. Anderson, I feel like right now is an underdog. It's so crazy. All this generation of 450 riders, Roczen, Tomac, Webb, Barsha, Anderson, all these guys, they all have kids. They're all getting older and they're all getting towards the end of their career, which is sad to see. But it's part of racing, and there's a new generation coming up. And it seems like the new generation is just constantly progressing. Like you watch Tomac for the last 7-8 years just absolutely annihilate his bike and just look perfect on a bike, picture perfect. And then Jett comes up. He's the new generation. And just a totally different, he looks like a robot on a bike. The guy just floats around a track. So I think we have some exciting racing coming up this season and next season. And the future generations coming up. Deegan's going to be coming up on 450s. It'll be interesting to see how he is up against Jett. So get in the comments. Let me know your predictions for San Diego, round 2, Monster Energy Supercross. And we'll see you guys next week.